there's one. Yeah. Crankbait. Yeah. I don't know what the hell this is. Bass? Oh God, that's good bass. Barely got him hooked too.
There you go. Got him. That's it only takes one hook.
Yeah. Oh my God, he's so warm. Yeah. What is going on, everybody? So I have not made a video in quite a while. It's been almost 9 months since I've made any video. And the reason why is because I had a major catastrophic injury to my leg, and I'll show you that here. I don't know if you guys can see. I'll go over here. But basically, I fell out of a tree stand in October hunting and had a compound fracture, and my bone came out, and I had to have some major reconstructive surgery on my leg. It has been a very, very long road, a very trying road. To get me back to where I want to be. As you see, I'm walking with a cane. I spent a couple months straight in the bed. Couldn't put any weight on my leg. I got 2 big plates and about 16 screws in my leg and my foot, holding my foot together. And I'm still not 100%. I may never be 100% again. But that is not going to stop me from going out and doing some of the stuff that I love. I've been fishing a couple times. Took some boys on a fishing tournament. Did some Lake Anna Elite fishing tournaments with some kids, high schoolers, for a while as a coach. That got to be a little bit too taxing for me. It was very difficult getting in and get out of the boat. Just doing basic things. You know, I'm working from home. I can barely drive as it is, so I haven't really been doing a lot, to be honest with you. So tomorrow, me and my best friend Ron are going to go back to the Chick River. As you guys know from a lot of my videos, it's one of my favorite spots to fish. I'm not far from it. I spend a lot of time on it. So the plan is to go back and try and get on some fish. I will probably not be running the trolling motor. Maybe a little bit, maybe a little bit of trial, but I'll probably be sitting on the back of the boat quite a bit in a chair or leaning post, one of the two, whatever I can tolerate. But the time is now to get back out on the water and do what I love doing best, and that is just getting out there and fishing and having a fun time. So I've got 14 rods rigged up. Yep, 14. I have not been fishing the Chick lately. I have no idea what these fish are doing. I have been out on a kayak once or twice, but the water temperature has been really cold, so I'm not really sure what the fish are doing. I heard some lily pads are there, water temperature mid-70s. Couple different things that I got tied on. I'm trying some new stuff this year. You guys know I like to throw pretty much the same stuff all year, but I'm broadening my horizons this year, at least for the time being, to try and learn some new techniques. So I got a Ned Rig craw. So this is the bandit bug or bandit craw. This is real rabbit fur, I guess, infused into the ends. I don't like throwing a Ned Rig because they're exposed. I'm going to throw this weedless style and see if, you know, we can pick up any fish that way. I probably won't throw this unless it's really bad and I'm really hurting and can't get any bites. Drop shot, I'm going to go with the purple robo worm. Last year, I started throwing the drop shot a little bit more. I like throwing the drop shot. when it's kind of slack tide, low tide, and the current's not ripping through there. But gonna try this purple robo worm. Maybe throw on a green pumpkin finesse worm, depending on the water clarity. Last night we had some torrential downpours, so I don't know what the water clarity is going to be. We're going for an early bite tomorrow morning on the water at 6, and hopefully we get on a good topwater bite. Gonna be throwing the white spinnerbait. Like I told you guys before, I find the cheapest spinner baits I can with the lightest profile, and I will throw that quite a bit. So we're going to try that tomorrow if it's windy. Even if it's not windy, I'm probably going to throw it. I got a weightless fluke tied on. This is, one of my favorite baits to throw up against the lily pads. So again, this isn't going to be the first bait I pick up, but it definitely will be one of them. You already know, if you've seen the channel, how much I like this bullet pop, and not just this color, any color bullet pop. I got this paired on an ugly stick. It's I think it's a medium fast 7 foot. I got a couple of these rods this year, and I really like them. They're fairly cheap, and you can pair them with pretty much whatever you want. So going to throw that first thing in the morning probably. I got this Ribbits frog that I want to try this year. I typically throw a popping frog or a walking frog, one of the two. I want to try something that might drop down into the water column a little bit more. This year I'm going to go with black because I got a couple other white things tied on. If I get keyed in on one color, then I'll switch this up to either a green or a white or that bone colored. They do make this in the bone color. But I really like these profiles. Are completely weedless. You can see that hook sits right there, and it doesn't take much for the fish to clamp down on these, which I really like. A lot of people complain about missing hook sets on regular frogs. This might be a good alternative for you. I have caught fish with a similar frog rigged up like this out there, so we're gonna try that. And of course, the old trusty buzzbait. I love throwing this buzzbait. I throw this on a really small, medium heavy. I think it's a 6.5 maybe. This is a really old Abu Garcia Vengeance, paired with a loose speed spool with a 7:1:1 ratio. So I move this pretty fast. I'll throw this pretty much anywhere. Again, I think this is a War Eagle buzzbait, but don't quote me on it. If somebody really wants to know, I'll go throw my stuff and find out. But like I said, the key tomorrow is to start with top water, and I think it's going to be low tide when we get out there, so that's going to be a little bit of a challenge. But I will say I've caught just as many fish at low tide as I had high tide. My opinion is don't let the tide stop you from fishing, regardless of your experience with it. There's been times when I said, I'm only going to fish high tide or outgoing tide or incoming tide, but then I go out there and end up doing pretty good at different times. So no live scope on the boat. I'm not a live scoper, as you guys know. I had live scope on the boat for the boys for the Lake Anna tournaments because that's what they wanted, but the kid that I was sponsoring, he took that with him, which is great. If you're going to use it, my suggestion is learn it. I know it's a controversial subject, to change the game of fishing. I just can't look at a screen all day and fish. I want to get keyed into what's going on. I want to watch the bait. I want to watch the birds. I want to watch the wind. And on the Chick, I really haven't found live scope to be of help that much. I can always seem to go out there and catch a couple fish, so to me, I'm not worried about it. A couple other things I got tied on is this structure gill. I've caught some pretty decent fish on this year. Actually, one of the boys from the tournament throw this a lot at Lake Anna, and I'm gonna give it a try this year. Haven't thrown it in the summertime. Only obviously threw it in the late fall last year. Caught a couple fish. I like how it's just a very simple profile, and it catches a lot of different fish too, not just bass, but it'll catch perch and some other stuff. Also got tied down on the old handy dandy shaky head. Never leave home without it. It's one of my favorites. I got the lizard. Right now there's a black lizard tied on there with a chartreuse tail. I make my own lizards, so I got a bunch of different colors. Usually stick with black, green pumpkin, or Junebug color. But that's always trusty. I don't know what the weeds are like out there, so we're going to have to see what's going on. I have a crankbait tied on to see maybe those fish are staged in the middle of the creeks or whatever they are. I'm going to go with a chartreuse color. I think this is a Savage Gear or a live target. I can't remember. But I've got a lot of fish with this color. I've never used this crankbait before, but I have used the lipless crankbait or Rapala, people want to call them. I'm either going to put this one on or leave the, I'm going to start with this one, and then I'll probably swap it out to maybe like a DT6 shad colored, depending on what I'm seeing out there in the water. If the water is really stained and nasty, I'm going to stay with this. If the water's a little bit clearer, I'll switch over to more of a shad Menhaden looking one. I got the old wacky worm on there. Obviously, you know, you guys have seen videos. I throw the wacky worm quite a bit. I haven't in the last couple years. You know, it's kind of a staple this time of the year in May. Some of those fish are still bedding. They shouldn't be still spawning on the chick. They're probably post-spawn. But if they're up in those lily pads, sometimes throwing them in those lily pads with that, you know, action of them falling. This is a missile bait. I love missile bait wacky worms. They're really, they stand up to a lot of fish. They seem to work better than the others. I'm not knocking, you know, the yum dingers or anything that. I throw the yum dingers too, especially that yum dinger with the chartreuse tail and the green pumpkin, and that baby bass colored one. Those are really good colors up here to throw. Something new. Again, I told you I was trying to broaden my horizons this year. I bought myself a 7.3, you know, basically flipping punching rod. It's a 7.6 extra heavy. This is the KVD one. It's probably the most expensive rod that I've ever owned. It was like $130. I don't buy expensive stuff, as I told you guys before. You know, I try and keep it, you know, my rod's under $100 and my reel's under $50. So this is actually a Cast King Spartacus rod. It's reel. It's super light. I mean, like, this rod is so, this whole setup for a punching rod is so light. I found that, you know, the older I get, I don't want really heavy rods. I have no real need for them. But I've got a X-Zone purple craw tied on to try and punch some mats. This is a new bait. One of my buddy Ryan Holder. He's Ryan Holder Outdoors. He's got a YouTube channel as well. You could check him out. He's just getting started making videos and stuff, but I think he's going to have some really good content for you guys. He's super passionate about fishing and just having a good time like me. You know, he's not going to withhold information or, you know, not tell you guys stuff like, you know, he's kind of like me. I'm here to share information, and hopefully you guys can go out and catch some fish if you're struggling. And maybe I'll learn stuff from you guys too. But this is a pretty cool profile bait. I just liked how long it was. Got some shorter claws on it, basically, and the color is a really good color, especially in a chick, because sometimes, like I said, that darker water quality, they do like these purple black mixtures, black and blue, which, you know, thinking about it, I really don't have a lot of black and blue tied on except for that Ned rig. All right, for the last thing I got tied on is a swim jig. Now, my buddy Ryan, you know, I was telling you, he's real passionate about things, and he's trying to become more of a plastics fisherman and learn different things. And he's kind of a power fisherman, likes to throw fast stuff, crankbaits, swim baits, chatterbaits, which, you know, you don't see a chatterbait tied on my rod because I have zero confidence in them. I know they catch fish. I've caught fish on them. It's just something I have more confidence with a spinning bait or a spinner bait than I do a chatterbait. So I got this swim jig tied on with a Rage Menace green pumpkin. I'll start throwing this if I see a lot of bluegill out there. Working it maybe around some docks, working it around some trees and stuff like that. It's on a pretty heavy rod. This is a medium heavy 13 Concept 7.3. It's a big rod, but it's it doesn't really feel that heavy. 13 Concepts makes, like, their rods are typically a little bit heavier than everybody else's from what I've seen, and so are the reels. Like, the reels are not, I don't think the reels are super good. That's just, again, that's my opinion. But you guys see what I'm throwing. I'm hoping that we get on some fish. I've taken the kayak out a couple times just to get out. Nothing real strenuous, and have caught a couple bass. Wanted to take the kayak out tomorrow, but I've just swapped out my kayak for a different one. So we're gonna be taking the old Ranger out. So stay tuned, and hopefully you guys will like this video.
It only takes one hook.
Yeah. Oh my God, he's so warm. Yeah, it's crazy. Just want to put them all on my hands. That's a good fish too, man.
That side's back here.
Yeah, first fish.
There you go, man.
The old chick with the broken foot.
First fish is in the freezing May temperature.
It's funny, I switched this damn crankbait out last night too. I had a different one tied on, and I was like, I think I want something different. You can't, dude, I threw in there 3 times. I threw on the outside of this lily pad, the inside, and then he was up here in this pocket right here. Yeah. Almost lethargic when he hit it though. Like, just fighting really weird.
There's a lot of things that I guess I don't remember or missed during the first time I watched it.
Got one.
Another one?
Oh, that was a bass. I saw
that was on a swim jig?
swim jig. I saw this lily pad right here had a little bit of current or something next to it. I flipped up in there and he picked it up and he was running with it before I was even.
Oh, wow. Yeah, sure. Maybe they want something.
I don't know. It's weird. I mean, I hit that fish right in the head because it's, I mean, I couldn't even flip back quick enough to get on him. A little shallow here. There's one. Oh, gotta be kidding me. Got him. Okay. Yep. Nope.
Oh. Spinnerbait.
Slow, very slow. Very slow. Ugly ass fish. Ooh. Now he's got a headache on top of it.
He followed that one all the way up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude, you got a brain aneurysm probably. Those fish are, those little minnows are like almost out of the water. Ooh, there's one. Another little guy. Yep. God dang, he's skinny as hell. Oh, yo, spinnerbait. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, coming way out. Got a lot of money to that dock. There's one. Shaky head. Come on, Ron. Oh.
Oh, there you go. Okay, one picture of that one.
Quick release. Probably didn't even get that one on camera either. That black and blue shaky head, boy, it destroyed that thing. I know. There you go.
Yeah, finally. On a red lizard.
Red lizard.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, he definitely will.
Yeah. And the water temperature's gone down back here. Oh man. Yeah. Is that a catfish? On a drop shot, brother.
A catfish?
On a drop shot. You gotta be kidding me.
Well, there you go.
Dude, I must have thrown right on top of his head.
I'm talking to you too.
He's saying, Ron, why didn't you catch
He's
me?
like, wait a minute, you're not catfish, Ron.
This is
Who are you?
wrong guy.
Drop shot catfish. There you go.
That's a first. See? Oh, this guy's got shit all over him. Come on, dude. Oh. Fuck. When I'm gonna get it hung up. I'm gonna be mad because I'm gonna have to break it off. Oh, another one. That's a bass.
Oh, that's a bass that time.
Back to back. Did I tell him about what?
Eating advisor?
Yeah, I did. I did. That's way up there.
Yeah, we might have to see if I can get that one.
All right.
I might try some.
Green pumpkin.
Well, I might try that green pumpkin with shark's tail.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea because the water is clearing up a little. I mean, they're hitting this green pumpkin, so. Oh. Oh shit. Oh my god, how the fuck did that
That
happen?
was a big one.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know, but you said you wanted to try back there. Keep talking,
Holy shit, dude.
Keep talking.
How did it not break all my shit off?
You're lucky you spit it out, or it got off of them, yeah.
Dude, that would have been so cool though. I had to slow that one down, slow motion.
That was a big dog.
That was a giant car, man. Wow.
Oh gosh, yeah, just that fast.
As soon as you threw it in?
Yeah, but he didn't. Oh, he is on.
Oh, he is. Oh, that's good fish too. Oh, boat flip. Nice.
Yeah, there we go. I didn't think you.
Oh, you put on a Texas. I thought you were putting on a lizard. So you put a yum dinger on a Texas rig? Dude, who does that? That's what I was doing at Smith Mountain Lake that day that we went up the river. That's the only way I could get bites. I know you were using a finesse worm.
Yeah. I didn't think he had it, man. I thought he.
Dude, that's hilarious. That's a good looking fish too. That's a pretty bass.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh yeah. Nice. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Damn! Look at that bluegill, dude. That is a
He's getting
monster.
ready to spawn. That got fat belly, man. I bet they haven't spawned yet. Because look how fat. I would think they have, but I don't know, man.
God, that thing is huge, man.
He's a fatty.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Look at the. I mean, her like.
Been rubbing it?
Looks like it.
Yeah, maybe.
It's pink.
Maybe they have been. Maybe it just hasn't went down. Huh. Stick your tongue in there. See if you find out.
There's nothing in there.
Huh.
I wonder if they just finished.
They may have it.
If they just finished, the bass will just be right behind them. Hey, he's a little guy. Not bad. Yep. Skinny male.
See? Started talking shit again.
That's right. Tell you what.